Smart glasses like the ODG R9 are still pretty bulky right now, but they can get slimmer by offloading some of the processing power to the network. I put on a pair of smart glasses and I look up at the mock living room before me. On top of the gray wall, I see a colorful digital bullseye symbol with the number 2 on it. Next to it is a bag of balls, still not real. I center my glare at the target and tap a button on the right temple of my ODG R9 glasses. The bag releases, and the balls begin falling down, bouncing along the white shelf that is actually there. I look to the left, and there's an empty fireplace. I point my glasses at another nearby bullseye. Click the button and watch as digital flames flicker to life within the fireplace. This is a demonstration of augmented reality, or the technology that overlays digital images and other data over the real world. Think of the way Pokemon Go's pocket monsters appear on your phone sitting on top of a real-world fire hydrant, or the way you can place digital IKEA furniture in your own living room. In this case, the items don't just hover over real-world objects. This system is smart enough to interact with them as well. A demo uses smart glasses and augmented reality to show off how processing power can be done outside of a device. But this demo, set up by engineers from Ericsson for the Mobile World Congress trade show in Barcelona, was more than just about AR. The point of the experiment was to illustrate the idea that much of the processing power to make such an AR experience work could be offloaded from the smart glasses to another piece of hardware through a speedy 5 grams connection. The result, a pair of smart glasses that wouldn't need to be weighed down with powerful components, and which could be thinner, lighter and potentially last longer. Smart glasses were once billed as a new wearable trend with the debut of Google Glass, but consumers rejected them as unwieldy and ugly. Yet an AR experience wearing glasses makes too much sense not to happen, and using 5 grams as a bridge to handle a lot of the processing power away from the device itself could enable smaller and sharper designs. It's just one of the ways 5 grams, the hottest topic at MWC, is poised to change your life with a faster, more responsive network. One of the potential benefits is called edge computing. It's the idea that some of the processing and number crunching that's currently done by mobile devices, anything from phones to cars, can be rerouted to a nearby network server handled by the carrier. In an interview on Monday, AT&T Chief Technology Officer Andre Fuchs talked about the possibility of using edge computing to handle the massive amounts of data that will come out of cars in the next few years. Another company at MWC, Visona Networks, is showing off an edge computing application that allows an iPhone to play the PC version of Doom in all its high-res glory with an LTE connection. The processing of Doom, which could never run on an iPhone by itself, is actually done on a cloud service run by another company called Liquid Sky. The connection and latency is fast enough that gamers don't notice that computer running the game is located elsewhere. Digital flames flicker from the fireplace when I wear the AR glasses. The Ericsson demo works in a similar manner. The smart glasses draw from a 3D rendered map of the living room that was stored on a nearby computer. The idea is the glasses only need to send back bits of data, such as the act of the ball falling, and the server handles the calculations that let those balls detect the real-life shelf. Since it already has that information, the tech has potential real-life applications and could even be used by firefighters entering a building. If the firefighter's wearing glasses that can grab a pre-rendered 3D model of the location, a remote system can figure out where the victim is and send digital directions. The tech is catching up to what we thought was possible, said Tony Sanchez, director of the reseller program for ODG, who said this feature could enable more interactions in AR. It is important to note that the demo was more of a proof of concept. There was actually no 5 grams being used here. According to Sold Parnaki, senior product manager for IoT at Ericsson, that's because the ODG R9 doesn't have a 5 grams connection, so the employees used a Wi-Fi connection instead. But Parnaki stressed the AR experience and the remote processing was legit. If this all pans out, it may finally make smart glasses cool. Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus, hands-on with Samsung's iPhone X fighters. MWC 2018, all of CNET's coverage from the biggest phone show of the year.